you're doing what you want to do in the first half. You held them to a low percentage. You kept the pace the way you wanted it. Were you pretty, except for making some shots on your end?
Yeah, and we missed some we need to make. Obviously, we did. First half, we were where we needed to be. I did want to drive the ball a little bit more, and we obviously don't have a way to go inside and make Thomas and with the guard down there, so we were trying to get him out and just away from the basket a little bit, make him have to defend some ball screens and some things like that. But second half, when Lex went down and our two young post guys, they had some fouls. We needed them in the game, and but Thomas was just terrific. I mean, we just didn't have an answer for him, and you can't. At some point in time, you got to put some pressure on him around the basket where you can throw it to somebody that can go at him a little bit. But even with all that said, and you're right, we just made some really poor shot selection decisions in the second half when we needed to really make them guard longer, and we needed to drive. We felt like we could drive them, and we settled. And then when we did drive, we even in the first half, we had, I think, two shot clock violations where Mike went in and lost the ball or something, and we didn't get into what we were wanting to do at the end of the clock. But again, Thomas Robinson, I told him after the game, if I had a vote, it'd be my vote for Player of the Year. And I know he's been through a lot the last couple of years, but just the way he's carried himself and just playing against him, he's terrific. And he causes problems, and he does it. He's just improved. And I love guys that do that. And even Tyjon, watching over 4 years, and the other guys, it's been fun competing against him, but we just didn't have an answer for him tonight, in no way. And you can't win team shooting 63% in the second half, and I don't know what he had in the first half, but the second half he was just, terrific.
Do you have any indication with Lexi when he can play?
No, we'll have to wait and see how they evaluate it and see what they say.
Coach, Bill's talked a lot about Jacobin killing KU. Do you see does he get up for games like this more?
Well, no, I think he's been terrific all year, but what happens with our team sometimes, and it doesn't have to be this way, is, like Thomas was scoring, I think our guys almost looked at Jacobin to go down and do something, and I called a couple of timeouts and told him, I said, when we had to go to that small lineup, he came off, and he's competitive, and he wanted to drive, but he went 2 possessions where he lost the ball, and Sheldon was open, and Sheldon finally hit a 3, and Julian, those guys can play, and but but we can't look at him like at some point in time. There, Julian hadn't practiced in a week and came back, but you know what? Honestly, I like the demeanor of our freshmen coming in here for the first time and the way they handle themselves, and again, we just made some not very good decisions when we needed to make some good ones, and we couldn't guard Thomas. It's the bottom line.
You've talked body of work all year long, but that's what you're going to be evaluated on. But now the body of work comes down to one more game. Do you play the back against the wall card for this one, or what do you?
Well, again, you guys asked me that question. I play that all year. I can tell you for a fact. We were in New Jersey, getting ready to play North Carolina State. There was about, I'm going to say, if I had 5 minutes before the game, I could have counted everybody in the stands. Not much atmosphere, and I told the guys before the game, I promise you, if you don't think this game's important, wait till March. I told them that the next night. I told them when we came home and played UT Arlington. I told them when we got ready to play Temple. I said, if you don't think they're important, they're not. And I've always believed that it's your body of work, and we've got a conference tournament where there's an automatic bid there, and I also know that I've got confidence in our league. If we're the second best league in the country, if that's where we are, I don't know how, we can't have 6 teams in the league. But I'm not going to sit here and politic because I don't believe in it. I believe in that committee. I think they're going to do what they think is right. Do we have to win another game? I don't want to win just one. I want to win another one and another one and another one. And I know our team has fought hard all year long, and I've said it before. At the end of last season, when graduation seniors left and we were down to the guys leaving for the NBA, we had 3 players in our program in the spring. We had a recruiting class that coming in, and then we didn't even know who Jalen Bond and Sterling Gibbs were. We had 7 scholarships players at the beginning of July. And for these guys to do what they've done, we fought hard all year. And the one thing we said we're going to do with these guys, and I think they have more than done it, they've established the fact that they know what it takes to play hard. And I know this, that I know that Kansas, Missouri, Baylor came into Texas. We lose 3 games. The teams have been in the top 10 all year by a total of 9 points and had a chance to win all 3 of them, but we didn't. But I'm not going to say we have down to 1 more game. We got 1 more game in the tournament. We don't win, we're done there. Then wait and see what happens. But I truly believe in the basketball committee. I think they're going to do everything they can to put the best, if it's at-large teams, teams don't get the automatic bid, in that tournament. And I have to believe that, and I do.
2 lessons?
Could you just talk about having to come back here to this area next week, basically play here?
I like coming here. I like coming to Kansas. I think I love their fans. I love their passion in this part of the country for basketball. I've been doing it long enough to know I've got great passion for the old Big 8 conference. I like people that love basketball. I mean, I do. I love it. I've told people before in my 14 years at Texas, coming up this way, whether it's here, Iowa State, Kansas State, Nebraska, before they left, I mean, Missouri, people, they appreciate good basketball. They appreciate it. And you know what? I've never been in one of those buildings where anybody's ever been rude to me, ever. And I will always remember the night that Kevin Durant put on one of the great performances in here in the first half, and he got hurt, walked out of the building. They clapped for him. And, you know, you appreciate that. So I like coming where there's atmosphere. I like the fact that our tournament's well attended here. And, you know, people ask me all the time, what's hard about playing Kansas? First of all, it's players. Players makes it hard to play, but you love it. I mean, I like coming up here. I really do. And I like to come up here, and makes it even better. We could get to a point where we come up here and win in Kansas City. I would like it a whole lot.